Imagine waking up every morning and the simple act of standing or walking feels like dragging your joints through fire. You think it's just old age, but what if I told you that some of the foods you eat every day could be secretly accelerating that pain, turning joint discomfort into a hidden, silent killer that steals your freedom and mobility? Today, we're revealing 7 foods seniors over 70 must avoid if they want to stop this from happening. Every joint in your body, knees, hips, shoulders, relies on a delicate balance of cartilage, fluid, and connective tissue. Over time, this balance naturally shifts, leading to stiffness and discomfort. But here's the kicker. Research shows that certain foods can intensify inflammation, erode cartilage faster, and even weaken the protective tissues in your joints. What most people don't realize is that these aren't just bad habits, they're ticking time bombs for your mobility, especially after 70. Let's start with one of the most common culprits, processed meats. Things like bacon, sausage, and deli meats aren't just high in salt, they contain advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. AGEs are compounds formed when protein or fat combines with sugar during high-heat cooking. Studies show that AGEs can trigger inflammation throughout the body, particularly in joint tissue, accelerating cartilage breakdown. Seniors who consume processed meats regularly are far more likely to experience worsening joint pain and stiffness. Next on the list are sugary treats and refined carbs. Think cakes, pastries, white bread, and even many breakfast cereals. These foods spike blood sugar rapidly, causing the body to release inflammatory compounds called cytokines. Over time, this chronic low-level inflammation can attack joint tissues, reducing mobility and increasing discomfort. In fact, a 2018 study in older adults found that high sugar intake was strongly linked with knee pain and slower recovery from minor joint injuries. Another surprising offender are certain vegetable oils, especially those high in omega-6 fats like soybean, corn, and sunflower oil. While fats are essential, the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 matters. Too much omega-6 promotes inflammation, tipping the scales in favor of joint pain. Older adults who replace these oils with anti-inflammatory fats like extra virgin olive oil or fatty fish often report less stiffness and better overall joint health within weeks. Now let's talk about dairy products high in fat, such as whole milk, full-fat cheese, and cream. While dairy is often praised for calcium, these high-fat versions can contain saturated fats that exacerbate inflammation. Research shows that for seniors over 70, diets high in saturated fat may worsen conditions like osteoarthritis, making joints less flexible and more prone to pain. Choosing low-fat or fermented options like yogurt or kefir can provide nutrients without the inflammatory punch. Number 5 on the list might surprise you: nightshade vegetables like tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, and potatoes. While they're healthy for many, they contain compounds called alkaloids. For some seniors, especially those with sensitive joints or autoimmune tendencies, these alkaloids can trigger inflammation, swelling, and stiffness. It's not universal. Some people tolerate nightshades fine, but studies suggest that eliminating or reducing them can lead to noticeable decreases in joint discomfort over time. Many seniors report less morning stiffness and improved mobility after a few weeks of cutting back. Next, we have fried and heavily processed snack foods. Potato chips, fast food fries, and packaged snacks are often fried in oils rich in omega-6 fats and contain harmful trans fats. These trans fats are notorious for promoting systemic inflammation. In older adults, chronic intake has been linked with accelerated cartilage degradation and higher rates of osteoarthritis. Think of it this way. Every handful of chips isn't just empty calories, it's adding fuel to the fire inside your joints. Finally, we can't overlook high salt and heavily preserved foods. Excess sodium doesn't just raise your blood pressure, it also disrupts your body's ability to maintain proper joint fluid balance. Cartilage relies on synovial fluid to cushion movement, and too much salt can interfere with its production, leaving joints drier and more prone to wear. For seniors over 70, consistently high sodium intake can subtly worsen pain and stiffness over months or years, often without them realizing it. The common thread among all these foods is inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is often called the silent killer for seniors because it damages tissues slowly, often without immediate symptoms, until pain, stiffness, or mobility problems become unavoidable. By avoiding these 7 foods, processed meats, sugary treats, and refined carbs, certain vegetable oils, high-fat dairy, nightshades, fried snacks, and high-salt foods, you're not just reducing pain temporarily, you're protecting your joints from accelerated wear and keeping your independence and freedom to move well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. But here's the good news. Avoiding these foods isn't about starving yourself or following a strict diet. It's about smart swaps. Replacing processed meats with lean proteins like fish or chicken, refined carbs with whole grains, and inflammatory oils with anti-inflammatory fats can make a tangible difference in just a few weeks. Adding colorful fruits, vegetables rich in antioxidants, and omega-3 fatty acids can actively fight inflammation and support joint repair. For seniors over 70, these small changes can dramatically improve comfort and mobility without feeling like a punishment. It's not just what you eat, it's also how you live. Even after cutting out these 7 joint-gravitating foods, your daily habits can either protect your joints or accelerate pain. Staying active is key. Low-impact exercises like walking, swimming, or gentle yoga keep your cartilage nourished and joints lubricated. The synovial fluid inside your joints acts like oil in an engine. Without movement, it thickens and makes every step painful. Just 15 to 20 minutes of daily movement can dramatically reduce stiffness over time. Hydration is another hidden hero. Drinking enough water helps maintain the volume and viscosity of joint fluid. For seniors, dehydration isn't just about feeling tired. It can make joints creak and ache, amplifying the effects of diet-related inflammation. Pairing hydration with anti-inflammatory teas like ginger or turmeric can provide an extra boost for joint comfort. Sleep also plays a surprising role. While we rest, the body repairs tissues, including cartilage and connective tissue in joints. Poor sleep has been linked with higher inflammatory markers in older adults. Prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night isn't just for energy, it's critical for keeping joints healthy and resilient after 70. And here's an often overlooked tip. Timing matters when eating. Large meals, heavy in sugar or refined carbs late at night can spike inflammation while you sleep. For seniors, front-loading nutrition earlier in the day with balanced proteins, vegetables, and healthy fats helps reduce overnight inflammation and joint stress. Finally, consistency beats intensity. You don't have to make massive changes overnight. Replacing just one inflammatory food per week with a healthier alternative, adding a short daily walk, or swapping a high-sodium snack for fruit can compound into dramatic improvements over months. Science shows that these small, consistent steps slow cartilage deterioration, reduce pain flare-ups, and restore mobility in seniors over 70. The takeaway is clear. Joint pain doesn't have to define your golden years. Many seniors assume it's inevitable, but hidden dietary triggers like processed meats, sugary treats, certain oils, high-fat dairy, nightshades, fried snacks, and high-salt foods may be quietly eroding your joints every day. The good news is that you have the power to change this. Small, consistent choices, swapping inflammatory foods for anti-inflammatory alternatives, staying active, hydrating, prioritizing sleep, and timing your meals wisely can make a dramatic difference. Your joints are not powerless. With the right approach, you can reduce pain, regain mobility, and protect your independence. Every choice you make today sends a message to your body that you value movement, strength, and freedom. Start implementing these strategies now, because the sooner you act, the faster your joints can respond, and the longer you can enjoy life on your terms. Don't wait until stiffness and pain take over. Protect your joints, nourish your body, and reclaim the comfort and mobility you deserve, starting today. If you found this information helpful, don't wait. Hit the like button now to show you care about protecting your joints. Share this video with friends or family over 70 who might be unknowingly making these mistakes. It could save them months of pain. And make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest tips to stay strong, mobile, and independent well into your golden years. Your joints and your future self will thank you.